Hi, I'm Tabria Lenard, originally from the US, but now living in London. Just graduated recently from London Business School with my MBA, and I've always had a background in business. Undergrad, I studied marketing and finance. Really early on, I got into corporate retail. For me, it blended both sides of me being creative and analytical, so that marketing and finance background kind of coming into play. And so I went after undergrad to Bloomingdale's, a department store in the US, to join their buying development program, where I went through a bunch of rotations, ultimately ending up as a senior assistant buyer, owning my own category of food, candy, and holiday decor, and really driving that business. I'd say in fashion and retail, you really do need to have a good understanding of both sides of the business, being like the art and the science of it all. So it's where, again, that creativity comes into play, that analytical nature comes into play. So while you need to be able to manage relationships and build relationships with vendors and internal teams, you also need to be able to know how to run a business at the end of the day. So numbers are really important, and understanding growth is really important. I wanted to pivot and get out of merchandising and take a more strategic and kind of global outlook on retail and luxury, which is how I ended up at London Business School. Today in my current role as International Strategy and Operations Associate for Reformation, a sustainable fashion brand from the US, I'm really seeing that come to life. So a lot of what I'm doing in my daily role is project-based, and it covers all different functions. So one day I can be doing something marketing related and looking at our performance marketing and what we're doing with Google, what we're doing in search, but also I can be looking at new business opportunities, such as getting into resale with Vestiaire Collective, getting into rental, thinking about credit card partnerships. So it really does run the gamut of projects. So you kind of have to be very flexible, but some of those key skills of understanding a business and different levers that you can pull to grow it at the end of the day really do come in handy. I'd say that if you want to get into a career within retail and or luxury, understanding business is super important, and understanding business kind of from an overarching perspective is important, but relationships and networking is equally as important. I think in retail, it's not necessarily about what you can accomplish school-wise, but it's more about the relationships you have and who you know and your experience, and you get experience through being open and having different positions. I got my current position through a classmate of mine from London Business School. So just be open and talk to people, communicate about what you want very often, and work towards building your network.